Hi, I'm Papia. In this problem, we have to find the domain and range of this given function g of x is equal to square root of 6x. And you have to compute them algebraically. And then we have to use a graphing utility to see if the result is correct or not. Well, let's think about it. How do we find domain of a function? So domain is all those x values that you can plug in this expression and you will get an output. Okay? So this is a square root function, right? Now think about it. What type of values you cannot plug in the function, right? It's a square root. You know that if we have a negative number inside a square root, we won't get any output. We won't get any real numbers as output. So we have to make sure that what we plug in, this expression inside the square root should always be positive or 0 also. Therefore, what should be domain? All those x values such that the entire expression inside the square root, 6x, should be positive or 0. So let's solve for x from here. This means x, what is the x value? You just divide by 6 both sides. So x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So in interval notation, the domain is, you start at 0 and everything positive. So 0 to infinity, including 0. So that's domain. All right. Now let's consider range. Well, range of a function is all the outputs that you get. So all the y values. So that means when you plug in all these x values, what are the y values that you are getting? That is range. Okay, let's consider the entire expression of the function now to compute range, right? Is square root of 6x. So whatever x value you plug in from the domain, what kind of y values are you going to get? It's a positive square root. So you will always get positive numbers as output. So range is all the y's greater than or equal to 0 as well, right? Because when you plug in x equals 0, your output is 0. So greater or equal to 0. So in interval notation, range is also 0 to infinity. Well, let's check. Use the graphing utility and write down the function and graph it. So y equals square root of 6 times x. And then graph. Oh, and see the function is in the first quadrant. You see that all the positive x values and the positive y values are given. That's in the picture. So definitely it's correct. The domain is 0 to infinity and range is also 0 to infinity. That completes the problem. Thank you.